kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So San Jose State's offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief, first drive, and you force a turnover. This team's now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they needed.
This offense has it with really good field position. Sends it back in motion. On the run, it's Jackson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
The one thing you know you're going to get with this guy is yards after contact. He makes people miss. He can break tackles, wears defenses down, and he's doing it right now. After that last carry, the offense now set up beautifully close to the goal line.
First and goal from the 4 as they try to break the seal on the scoring. He'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Easy. This is a designed run. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down and more. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it...
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Spartans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Gets the back moving. They'll run it. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the outside to the left. And the defense drags him down. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for room, it's Warrior. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
He might want another play. Now they're going to throw it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Makes him talk to the hand. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. He's open on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
He'll pitch it. Got room to work. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Gives it on the option. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. It's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
He's tackled down at the 3-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Calls his own number. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Smashes through the tackle. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll ride his man on the option. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Now the pitch. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the 1st option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Royer. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down. Got it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. And now on third down after that last run. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now they'll run the draw. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your...
And the ball is free on the pitch. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Got it in the middle is Jackson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. Shows him the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Grab in the backfield. It's Jackson. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Brings up third down.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Toss to the outside. Plows through the defense. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the edge on the right. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this.
And they're in for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. The RPO, it's complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll leave it with him. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Now this offense is back on the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Open.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rides the back on the option, the give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it on the outside, it's Warrior. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They go back to work in the final period of this one. Let's go. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
I think the offense was hoping the defense would be expecting inside runs, so they toss it trying to use the speed to get to the outside, but the defense didn't bite. They were there to make a negative play and now set up 4th down.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football and still alive. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Great place to start for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Past the first down marker and still running. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 10 over Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll run down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They're working that left side. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And the Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know, as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat.
He's trying to get it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy...
Touchdown, San Jose State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season.